Good evening, everybody. This is Danny, and I'm joined tonight from Lude Panda,
99.
Storm League griefer extraordinaire. Tonight, we're casting a Storm Division game between Can't Censorship versus Pre-Workout Powah. Last week, this is week 2 of Storm Div. Last week, CCS 3-1'd Wild Heart Omega in a pretty dominant showing, and then Pre-Workout Powah lost 1-3 versus We Taketh These, which is essentially Wild Heart CCL's team. So two really good teams. I could see both these teams going pretty deep into playoffs, into the gauntlet for Storm Div. Notable players on both these teams between Shredded Wind and My Pal Vince. Shredded should be a really good match. Map bans have already occurred. Looking at the draft, Can't Censorship has banned out Brax's Holdout and Sky Temple, and Pre-Workout Powah has banned out Brax's Holdout and Sky Temple, and Can't Censorship CCS has banned out Dragonshire and Sky Foundry. First pick did go over to CCS, and Pre-Workout Powah has elected to take us to Inferno Shrines. So should have a good match. Still waiting for that lobby to pop up, hopefully any minute, from either Vince or Ashmer. In the meantime, we will here we go. I'm getting an invite from Vince. And Panda, I will.
Danny, why don't we sing a song together?
Let's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. But map is up. I've got, I believe we're getting the lobby up. CPX is asking about Twitch channels. But yeah, Infernal Shrines. Pretty team fight heavy map. Obviously, we have 3 areas where the objective can spawn. Objective being an immortal that can freeze towers, an immortal that can throw laser beams around, or an immortal that can drop the whole rain of fire on the team. Trying to get these teams to swap to the red side because I've got CCS on the left, but if not, I can always swap them around if they don't swap. But Panda,
didn't hear that about you.
Yeah,
I heard you like swapping.
I like to swap around. Yeah, they're not going to swap on me. All right. Well, let me fix my soothsayer so I can swap these teams. Where is my match? Tournament ticker. We got swap. Okay, that's fixed. Update. Boom. That's fixed. So we've got a CPX now. Start CPX's team on the left now, and CCS on the right. But yeah, pretty good teams, pretty good players here. We have My Pal Vince from Oxygen, CPX on Storm, Heavy from Oxygen, Any Problem and Maka. And on the CCS team, we have Hashmer, Barrett 5, Shredder Win, Mundane Zebra. And I'm not sure who their 5th player is tonight for CCS. We're still waiting for that player. Oh, it's Death Strikes. Perfect. Let's let them know that we are ready, Panda, and hopefully we'll jump into this draft.
I will let them know with my passive-aggressive R.
Yeah. Huh? Now, Mundane Zebra, he was in the Heroic Div last season. Really strong offlane player. And he has shown his prowess through HRCS in the games I've seen so far here. But we are getting the readies up from CCS, waiting for the readies to pop up for Pre-Workout Powah. And once they pop, we will jump into this.
Danny, do you think he will offlane Probius?
Let's hope. You know, if there is a god, then there needs to be an offlane Probius god.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah. But let me make sure we're good here. First pick again is on the side of CCS. Let's make sure that Vince set up the lobby correctly. Yep. Okay, good. So I'm not exactly sure if they're going to target ban here on either side or if they're going to say, hey, we don't want to deal with Johanna. Johanna being a really strong hero on this map. But let's see what Mundane Zebra has up his sleeve. I know he does a pretty good job when he's scouting other teams.
With the Johanna ban,
Yeah.
do you think a Nubarak should be banned as well?
With the Johanna ban, should a Nubarak be banned as well? I mean, I think another a scarier take on this map is probably Diablo, since he can. If you're fighting on the point, you can bang people around on the objective point. But Nubarak is a really strong hero, especially in certain conditions. And they're opting to get rid of the Blaze. Blaze being a really strong offlaner that can drop a bunker, get huge AoE stuns, and there goes the Johanna ban on the
Called it,
side
Danny.
of it wasn't a hard ban. Hard call. And next ban here. Let's see if they want to pick up the Rhaegar, or if they want to target ban something else. With the nerfs to Rhaegar, I'm not sure if you've played with him or against him since the nerfs. What do you think?
I think his power spike just kind of moved.
Get rid of Hogger. All right, so that's 2 offlaners off the board, and that's interesting because Mundane Zebra is their offlane player, so he feels pretty confident with his hero pool.
The chances of the Probius just went up.
I think I've seen Zebra play on this map a few times. I think he likes to play Leoric. He goes that swipe build on the objective.
At level 4. Yeah, it's very good on the map.
Next pick.
I'm a little surprised no Junkrat ban.
Well, maybe they're more worried about the Hogger and the Blaze, the Vala and the Johanna. So definitely lots of heroes to ban out here. But let's see what the first pick is for CCS. There's your Junkrat.
Oh, there it is.
Point control Junkrat. And
Very smart pick.
Yeah, I mean, you called it, right? It has to be a smart pick. Next 2 picks coming out from pre-Workout Powah.
The hunt is
Nara?
on.
And Stukov. Okay.
Strong
picks. Really strong. You beat an offlane griefer most of your life, Panda. Which offlane player do you like to play here on this map?
Leoric, 100%.
Well, let's see if we pick it up. Malfurion got a pretty sizable buff here. Mundane Zebra, though, is opting to go with the Dahaka to zoom around the map. Smart. And second ban phase coming through for pre-Workout Powah. Might look to get rid of a tank, and they're opting to get rid of Stitches. Interesting. Stitches is probably the worst map for Stitches, but pre-Workout is looking to just get rid of that hero altogether. Level 20, playoff hooks, you get a kill and you win the game. So they're getting rid of that option for the team.
Dan, do you think one of these teams could give you a shout out and play a taunt variant?
I think any of these players can play a taunt variant. It's not that hard. You push E and you push R. And they're getting rid of your Nubarak.
All right. They've been paying attention.
I mean, the hero pool's pretty choked here, Panda. We have Murden left. We got Varian.
Yeah, you got Diablo.
We got Diablo left. I mean, Vince plays a very scary Garrosh Diablo. I mean, honestly, he plays a lot of scary heroes. A lot of scary tanks. But let's see what the next 2 picks are. Interested to see here if they choose to pick up their tank here or wait. So we have a Tyrael and a Greymane. All right. I'm assuming he goes Sanctification and not Judgment on the Tyrael. But he's going to give, with his Smite, most likely going to give us speed boost and attack speed to the Greymane and the Lunara, which is going to put CPX in an offlane role. Well, maybe they swap heroes around, but last 2 picks coming out for CCS is Hanzo and ETC. Okay. Those ETC buffs that came out has made him a much scarier tank. I will say that.
I'm a little worried about the Leoric here potentially.
You're worried about the Leoric? Well, let's see what the last pick is.
Come on, Probius.
We are seeing Sony, your favorite offlaner.
It is. Indeed.
I don't know who the offlane player is for pre-workout. Let's see if CPX stays Sonya, but it looks like he's going to stick with Sonya. All right. No changes just yet.
All right. So, who do you think won the draft? Whose draft do you like more, Danny?
I mean, I'm a heroic scrub compared to these guys. These guys are much better than I am. But I have to go with the CCS draft just because it's more traditional.
Okay.
But these are very, very good players, and we'll see who wins it all. But if you are new to Heroes of the Storm, which I doubt you are, if you're watching this on a Thursday night. Again, this is we have a laning phase and objective phase. Around the 3-minute mark, the first objective phase will spawn somewhere in the map, which will spawn either a Ice Immortal, a Punisher, Laser Beam guy, Fire guy, in one of these 3 spots. And then at some point, neutral camps are going to spawn. Camps are going to spawn for either the blue or the red side. And then we have one neutral camp down here to get control for maps. So we should see some good macro from both these teams, catching both the hard camps on their side and the easy camps, and that one neutral camp to get a little push on the bottom lane.
2, 1. We cannot tarry.
Here we go.
And we do see Tiro opt to go into that shield build, Justice for All. 80% of the shields that he generates will be passed on to his teammates. Good tongue grab onto Lunara, and that's a dead Dryad. I think
Adios,
it's a Dryad.
Bambi.
Yes, Bambi. First blood. Mundane Zebra is playing a very aggressive Dahaka. We already have CPX in the top lane, and we are going to see rotations pretty early, and with pretty good wave clear priority so far, we are seeing CCS get waves pretty early. Good Q onto Vince. Vince able to portal out.
CCS is coming out a little feisty.
Look at this mid lane here, Panda. Not sure if they're looking for something here, but looks like pre-workout's going to start their easy camps, and CCS has the same idea. Hashmer might take a look here, but that Wisp is going to show the ETC. And they look like they're going to engage on the Hashmer, but he's in a Q away. Slight experience advantage on the side of CCS so far. That Immortal camp is up. They're taking a look to make sure no one's stealing it away from them. And already 12 points of simple geometry is finished in the first 1 minute. Vince is getting booped away by the Junkrat. He's low. He does go down. So far, that's 2 kills early on for CCS. And we already see rotation down here on the easy camp. CCS taking that. Mundane Zebra coming down to catch Soak mid. And pre-workout getting a value wherever he can. Fluffy is here for your commentary, Panda.
I think everybody's here for my commentary, Danny, honestly.
Well, don't say too much because you are limited on how many times you can get a disciplinary letter from NGS.
I'll have you know I have not been suspended or banned by NGS for a whole season now.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm reformed.
Scared Straight program does work.
It does. So one thing I've been watching the offlane, Monday Zebra is just landing every single drag. I think he's got Sonya about 2 or 3 times now up there and dragged him or her into the gates.
Well, he's a very good offlane player. I've played against Mundane Zebra a few times, and it's very good. His team almost got qualified for Storm, his heroic team, but they were edged out by, I believe, Baby Makers, which got their Storm League slot here. But the objective phase is started by Pre-Workout Powah, and with Lunara and Greymane, I believe they do have an advantage here on the monkeys. 12-0 so far. Do we have to have Zebra top lane pushing with the wave? I'm not sure if he's gonna stay top or Z into the bush yet.
Starting to get a little late.
Big Q. Hashmer might be in trouble. That's a dead cow. And most likely we see CCS disengage and look for value someplace else. 31. Do we see them hold at 39? We do have the camp pushing top lane. And most likely we see Sonya rotate top to catch that soak. Yep.
Sonya is.
Oh, she did get.
Zebra caught her.
She got tongued.
And they get some good value top.
Frozen Punisher bottom, like a little or a big Sylvanas. Barrett does take the John Cena and some fantastic follow up from the Sukov and Maka to get some damage into that hero. They are going to get a wall and a little bit of damage onto that bottom fort. Vince is caught out for the moment. He's able to teleport away. And they're going to start back up on the easy camps for CCS and pre-workout. Do we see Hashmer look for an engage here? Vince does have an eye on him. They're just going to rotate away. Good stun, perhaps a root and boop onto Vince. Boop back to Vince. Imperial's able to portal away with his Q. As we do see Lunara in the middle lane, so for the moment CCS does have numbers, but they are going to be quite fine as they are behind their wall. And Simple Geometry was finished. I'm not sure when it was finished, but I mean, he had 12 points in like first 2 minutes of the game.
This looks like a...
we do have ETC on the point. We have a silence out from Sukov. ETC does go down again. Pretty aggressive. Mundane in the back line. It's 4v5 here. Mundane might be in trouble. Big Hanzo Geometry. That's 2 for 0 so far. And we're probably going to see pre-workout get some value on this bottom lane. Perhaps we do have Shredderwind porting out. Get some mana back. Thought Maka was going to delay the
he almost
portal.
stopped it. Luckily, they've got Junkrat, so it should be a little more difficult to push into here.
Yep. Level 10s are online, but they should be up for CCS by the next objective. They're online. And we did see the trio go into Sanctification. Sonya Leap. The Leaping Strikes from Lunara. Oh, go for the throat from Greymane. And shove Sukov.
Well, that's going to be an aggressive Greymane.
ETC doesn't have as much health as your typical tank, so maybe Maka seen value with go for the throat. He is a very good player, so it's hard for us to doubt that guy. Next objective is top lane. We are seeing both these teams start their hard camp. We do see Mundane Zebra middle lane trying to get as much soak for his team as possible. Storm CPX is going to rotate mid lane, snuff that out. And
Zebra's
with
got the nice global advantage.
Yeah, Zebra does have the nice advantage of teleporting into wherever he wants to push.
You know, I don't like, though, that every time this objective starts up, they're giving them 10 to 15 free.
Well, they are going to get wave prio here, and they're going to have a hard camp pushing bottom lane without a hard camp from their own. So they do have wave priority at the moment, and with Zebra middle lane, bottom lane, 17 to 3, you have a good cleanse on a Death Strikes, but Junkrat does go down. And once again, we've got a 5v4 advantage for pre-workout Powah with 18 to 3 in monkeys. Junkrat is up in 10 seconds. Not sure what's going to happen here. But it looks like CCS does not want to give another objective as they're not going to back away from this fight. Big mosh pit. Silence from the Sukov. Oh, we have a silence that lands on Tyrael, but he's not going to have any follow-up damage put onto him. 34-5. Looks like CCS is going to disengage, soak somewhere else, and hopefully we don't have any more kills on the side of CCS. And that's the second objective in a row that pre-workout has grabbed away from CCS. So yeah, CCS is, I'm sorry, pre-workout is starting these objectives, and CCS just, I'm not sure if they're late to the party or they're trying to catch soak somewhere else.
Yeah, I think they're falling in love with the soak idea. I don't think it's working out for them.
Well, it's 13-12 in level, so that passive level experience and getting towers and walls has given the Talon's advantage at the moment. It's interesting. So Vince has opted to go Sword of Justice, so he can portal twice with his sword. He can have little shenanigans going on with Tyrael here. And pre-workout is opting to still away this camp, and with Junkrat there, it's going to be a little tough. Vince has his portal up. Big leap onto Shredded. That's a dead Malfurion, but we do have a big tongue land on Maka. Silence lands, but again, no follow-up. And that cooldown is on a 50-second timer now.
All right, Danny, how does CCS turn this around? What can they do to get back into this?
I have a foolproof way to turn this around. You ready for this?
Yes.
You PayPal my pal Vince to throw the match. Yeah, that's the easiest way. But they've got ETC. ETC needs to look for a mosh, but with Heavy as the Sukov, they need to catch the Stukov in that mosh. Fantastic tongue drab onto CPX. That's a dead Sonya.
That's a way to get back into it.
That's the way to get back into this. And we have Hashmer looking for something here.
Let's hopefully see some aggression here.
We do have a camp pushing bottom into CCS's wall, but looks like Mundane Zebra is going to rotate down to catch that. Hashmer looking for something.
That's a great stall.
Now.
Looks like they're just going to try to get back on track to hit 16 at the same time.
Yeah. You have Maka rotating top lane to catch that soak, trying to get level 16 as soon as his team can. And hard camps are up for both these teams, and we are going to see a heavy rotation into both the right and the left bruiser camps. Zebra is bot, trying to catch as much soak as possible. As Hashmer is playing the game of making sure his team's okay. Level 16s are online for pre-workout Powah. Let's see if we see it engage before the CCS team hits 16 as well. Objective is spawning in 15 seconds. 16s are online for both these teams. We did see the ETC go into imposing presence to reduce attack speed from Material and the Greymane.
They are going to get some nice pressure top lane with that camp.
Yeah, Mundane Zebra has that top camp prepped quite a bit. Objective is started once more. Zebra is not burrowed in just yet. He's putting pressure onto that top fort, but I'm not sure if...
Big leap. Nice cleanse.
Leap. CPX rooted, slept, and that's a dead Sonya once more. Junkrat bomb coming out. We have Zebra in the front line. Bomb's gonna land on just a Maka. With this Sonya down for 30 more seconds, it looks like pre-workout Power. I'm not sure if they want to keep going.
I think they're just safely giving it.
Yeah, Maka is top lane dealing with that top hard camp. So they are going to give this. This is going to be the first objective that's going to go in advantage of CCS.
I think that made a world of difference if they could get there on time.
Well, I mean, Zebra was prepping that top lane, and they were able to get that top fort.
Oh yeah, but the rest of the team was actually active
Yeah.
during this objective.
They're not going to get the second jump. That jump just occurred. So they're going to put a little bit of damage into this front wall. Maybe one tower. Oh, jump did land onto Heavy. So they get that front gate and about 80% of that tower, bottom lane. CCS slightly ahead on XP.
I think the Hanzo's doing a really good job of sniffing everything out in the bushes.
Yeah. Ooh. Didn't spaded out that tongue.
Well, Danny, we got a game.
We do have a game. Looks like pre-workout's going to get level 20s before CCS. But Mundane Zebra is going to be a monster soaking that XP. And trying to look for the... there we go. Yeah, Mundane Zebra so far soaked up 21,000 XP versus Sony at 14,500. So he's done a really good job of keeping his team in this game. Hard camps are up for both these teams. Let's see if we see disengage to grab the camps. Shredded is calling for the hard camp to be grabbed. And CPX and Maka are starting on their hard camp.
You think Power just comes and finishes off mid real fast after that camp?
Power?
Sorry, the port.
Oh, this. Who knows? I think they're going to play very safe going forward. I mean, the next 2 or 3 kills could be game. Level 20s should be available momentarily for both these teams. Most likely going to see a Holy Arena, but so far Vince really hasn't had a team fight where he could cast his Sanctification to get value. This team has been very disengaging by not letting Vince set up for that sync. Next objective is up in 26 seconds. We do have Zebra prepping the lane bottom. He's gonna rotate. He's gonna walk middle. And we do have Maka and CPX pushing that lane out top to get a little bit of wave power here. Ashmer is spotted out, forcing the Q. Silence does not land on him. But we do have an objective, and Maka's going to start it right off.
Like clockwork, here they go.
And we've got Zebra going to the bottom lane. Once more, maybe looking for some off-lane soak here. But this objective is grabbed. If it goes in the way of pre-workout once more, it's going to be a keep, perhaps. Not more.
And
We did see Holy Arena coming out from Vince. Zebra has not ported just yet. 28-3 in Monkeys. 32-33.
they're looking for Sonya.
Bomb does land onto 2 characters. Not a full reset. Holy Arena does come out, and they do get the kill onto CPX. Mosh Pit does land onto Heavy. Heavy down to about 20% health. Barrett looking for the kill. Zebra looking for the kill.
Oh, unlucky Junkrat.
Junkrat does go down. I'm not sure where he was, how he got killed. But
Greymane was
Maka
on him
and Heavy, I'm not sure if they can re-engage here. The The Immortal was captured, but with their health and with let's see if they want to go back in here. We do see portals coming out from Shredded Wind. Oh, that's going to be stopped by Vince. So he's slowing rotations, leaving just ETC to deal with that Immortal camp. We're going to see Barrett look for a Vince kill here. And that's a dead Tyrael. This Immortal is going to get the little bit of wall damage and put a little bit of chip damage onto this top keep. Long pitch at 7. It is the long pitch for set 7 for Heavy. Arrow lands onto Greymane, follow up with the silence, and that's a dead Greymane. Follow up with the Q onto Heavy. That's 3 for 0. And we are going to see CCS grab a camp and look for something, hopefully.
I'd love to see him go for a keep, get aggressive. They've already got the front wall down mid.
Yeah, looks like they're going to shove lanes out a little bit. They're playing a little more passive.
I mean, that's the nice way to say it, Danny. I think they're playing a little scared. But the funny thing is when they have kind of shown up all together, they're winning these fights.
Nope, they're going to go ahead and call for this bottom fort. Next objective will spawn middle, and it will be a frozen Immortal. So a pretty strong Immortal that's going to pop up. Tukov and Greymane are going to be up in about 6 seconds. Once again, we have Dahaka top lane prepping those lanes out. Let's look at the damage that's coming out. I mean, Lunara at 40,000 hero damage, but Hanzo at 77,000. RJ Barrett showing his prowess on geometry. He did not fail that class in high school.
Nope.
Oh, tongue misses onto Sonya from Zebra. That's a rare tongue miss onto Dahaka. And it looks like Sonya is going to grab the hard camp. Is Hashmer looking for an engage here? No. And with late rotations here, let's see what pre-workout has in mind here. I think they saw Zebra bottom lane. Next camp should spawn in about 40 seconds. Or next objective, I'm sorry. There we go.
Claim it in my name.
Maka is heading top to clear out the hard camp. So someone will need to rotate top. Most likely it's Mundane once more. But it looks like both these teams want to be ready for this fight, and with Mundane Zebra being forced to take away that hard camp, pushing top lane, they're going to be fighting 5v4 for the time being. Junkrat does have his ult available. Actually, everyone has their ults available. Let's see how they play. They're playing a little bunched up on the blue side, waiting for Holy Arena to come out from material. This 5v4 for the moment. We're not seeing that engage just yet. A little hard to engage into a Junkrat though. 11 to 14 monkeys. Dahaka is in this fight. Fantastic arrow land on the Greymane. Followed up with the mosh pit, and that's a dead Greymane. Vince is low. And they're gonna get this next objective. It looks like pre-workout is just gonna disengage and make sure they don't have any more deaths here. And once more we see Mundane Zebra. I want to take a look at Zebra's XP total. Yeah, 33,841 XP.
How many miles do you think he's walked in this game?
Well, he does have a Z, but in terms of kilometers, miles, I don't know. A lot. It's a 5v4 for the moment with a Immortal walking bottom, and it's a frozen Immortal. So he will turn off this middle keep. So this is a free keep mid.
Hanzo Arrow's coming back up.
Junkrat Riptire is ready to go. They are grouped up. Big arrow. It does land. Silenso. Fantastic Holy Arena coming out from Vipel Vince. 2 kills for 0. They turned that around and melted that ETC. The Immortal is going to break the shields with the core at 64%. Should be fine. And we do have the red team, CCS, rotating to get value somewhere else on the map, as Vince is calling for rotation on the bottom siege camp.
This is going to be close.
It is going to be close. Oh, he did catch the Junkrat, but they'll get away.
Unfortunately, every lane is pushed, so I don't know what they can really do with this right now.
Well, you have 2 heroes down for 18 more seconds. They can push lanes out.
That's about it, though.
Get it back in neutral territory. Mosh Pit is up. Leap is up. Strike, you know. All these ults will be up for the next objective. But these teams are playing extremely safe. The next team fight could end the game. Regardless, whoever loses this match is going to be disappointed, much like my wife tonight.
Sorry to hear that, Danny.
Yeah, doesn't matter to me. CCS playing out by their gate. Workout is looking at the hard camp on the side of CCS. Not sure if they want to fully commit here. Mundane Zebra has not shown. He is walking bottom lane. This is very tense if you're one of these players. A misplay ends the game for you. As we head into a 26-minute Infernal Shrines map.
I know how much you love 30-minute games.
30-minute games are amazing to cast and to watch and to play in. We have any problem scouting out the siege camp here. But we look at this. Look at ETC. He's going to help out his buddy. Tongue is going to miss. Mundane Zebra able to grab it here. Mosh is up. Uh-oh. This is not good. Yeah, CCS playing extremely careful not to take a fight that they don't want to take here. Objective is spawning in 5 seconds. We have Maka pinging the siege camp to grab the siege camp on the left side. And we have Storm CPX already starting the hard camp. I'm sorry, the objective. 9 monkeys to 0 so far. We have not seen CCS engage just yet. We do have Zebra top lane. With 20 monkeys, I'm not sure if he can keep waiting here. Pings onto ETC. We do have Burrowing from Dahaka. Big Q stuns out CPX. We have a tongue miss onto Vince.
Oh, big
Riptire reset fully. Blue is low. 32 monkeys to 9 though. Riptire once more. It's gonna land on just a Maka this time, so not a full reset. Big tongue drop on Sonya. Oh, fantastic mosh pit onto 2, but the Stukov silences it. And Vince is gonna go down. And this is exactly what CCS needed, but the Immortal is gonna walk into the CCS core. Regardless, if they get one more kill, this is definitely his game. Zebra is hunting down on Maka. Not sure if he's gonna catch him. Tongue is up.
They got him.
They got him. And with 3 kills, they are calling core here. Fantastic game 1.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And I just want to go back to this XP total here. 38,000 XP for Mundane Zebra. Showing us the power of Soak and prepping lanes.
The man who enjoys his experience.
Yeah. KDA is not a problem for any problem as he ints into the CCS team.
I mean, I do think they maybe made it a little hard on themselves because every team fight that they had when they were there, they kind of won.
The CCS team?
Yes.
I mean, they had Layer, they had Shredded Wind with Malfurion, they had ETCQs, they had Zebra's Tongues, they had Junkrat, just point control. That's a hard team to fight into. That's a really hard team to fight
extremely. Into. And the Hanzo arrows were just dead on.
Yeah. It was a really good showing for the teams. Once the maps pop back up, they decided to swap on me, so I'm a little careful updating my soothsayer.
Always swapping with you.
They're always swapping, guys. But CCS did win the map. Won by red, picked by blue. We update that score here. Waiting for the second lobby to pop back up, but really strong. Game 1 coming out from CCS. Wow. Well, if you are enjoying tonight's match for CCS versus pre-workout, this is obviously week 2 of Storm Division. Couple things to keep in mind if you enjoy what you're watching. Go to !matcherino and support the Storm Leaguers, Storm Division players here. And I believe if you type in !coaching, a lot of these, some of these players are providing coaching services that will support them and go towards the Storm Division prize pool. Again, !coaching or !matcherino. We will we'll pause it here and wait for this next lobby to pop back up, but we will be right back. we are back. We are just waiting for the next lobby to pop back up. I think there was some confusion about if they wanted first pick or map pick. But it looks like pre-Workout Powah has opted for first pick, waiting for CCS to put up the lobby link for the new map. When we get in there, we will update the map screen. But in the meantime, if you have friends here or cheering on your buddies, shout them out in Twitch chat. I know that some players do come back and watch the replay.
All right, Danny, I'm back.
We are live, Zebra. So not Zebra, Panda. So don't say anything.
You've got your animals slightly confused.
I do. Zebras, pandas. It's a little bit of everything.
It's a furry's wet dream in here.
It is a furry wet dream. And I am now a member of CCS, or one of these teams. There we go.
They did not let me become a member of any team. They're very smart.
They kicked you out pretty quickly.
Yes.
Oh, next map is we are going to Alterac Pass. This is chosen by, again, they've swapped on us again. So let me update the screens here because keep swapping around. All right, team. Swap. Update. Go. So now CCS is back on the blue side. And this was chosen by the blue team. And okay, hold on. As they keep doing this.
Danny, I don't think they care if you're ready or not.
Whatever. Nobody cares. But trying to get this updated with the map. And for some reason, my draft screen is still showing 0-0, but CCS is up 1 point to 0.
Danny, I think you have to press the one button.
The one button?
Yes.
No, it's automated through Soothsayer, so there's no one button involved. I think my Soothsayer has been acting a little weird as of late.
All right, Danny, Alterac Pass.
How do you feel about
see the?
I love that they're choosing 440-minute maps once more.
I think they want to keep you up tonight.
They want to keep me up tonight. That's cool. We do see Hogger being banned out though by pre-Workout Powah.
All right, are we going to see a Junkrat ban?
There goes Junkrat.
Yes, we are. All right. Now, are they going to bluff and try to get a Johanna or a Rhaegar by not banning it?
You are asking the real questions here. Who knows?
I'm serioso tonight.
You are very serious, so. But next ban coming out from pre-Workout Powah, I'm not going to deal with Soothsayer for the moment. But we do. It is 1-0 CCS, not 0-0. I apologize. Technology is great when it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Little Balaban.
And we have not seen a Johanna ban just yet. Do we see a Johanna ban coming out onto the side of CCS? Or
I don't think so.
Give it up.
I think they give it up because then they would get Rhaegar if they want it.
Well, I think Johanna is much better than Rhaegar.
But they could also get a Nubarak.
And they're opting to take care of the Genji. Let's see if we do get a MyPal Vince Johanna picked up here. Hit the J is calling for Vikings and Abathur.
Crusade calls.
And we do see a Johanna, kind of an OP tank at the moment.
Boy, I love Jay.
Followed up with RJ Barrett's Mosquito Tracer and Hashmer Taunt variant, I'm assuming.
All right.
Looking for that shield breaker at level 13 from Varian.
And the Braywing, okay.
Yeah, teleportation around the map. Make it a little bit easier to soak XP.
Off-lane Johanna.
We are going to see an off-lane Johanna. I'm assuming that Vince swaps into Johanna and Storm CPX takes a Joe. Next bands coming out from CCS are...
Gotta be something bursty here.
Hanzo.
Smart.
Yep. Well,
You know, I think Jay might be right. I think that we're gonna see a Vikings and an Abathur.
on which team?
CCS.
CCS.
It's gonna be the
I don't-
most hyper carry tracer you've ever seen.
Maybe an Abathur, but I don't know if Abathur and Vikings work with the current.
Oh, it's called the Lost Hat.
Hey,
yeah.
you know who's not banned just yet? We don't see a Blaze ban, so let's see if we have a Blaze pickup coming out from Monday in Zebra.
I don't know if we're gonna see it yet.
Balloon.
Shred is going to pick up Malfreen once more. Leoric's and Zebra's going to opt into Leoric.
Danny, you know what Falling Sword doesn't get you out of?
What's that?
Tomb.
And final two picks for pre-workout. Let's see what Maka and any problem have in mind. We do need some DPS, some damage coming out. Might see
Vikings
the Great
Abathur.
once more. Yeah,
Vikings Abathur.
Sylvanas Greymane.
Will rise.
Turn off the towers, turn off the forts and keeps, and just pure siege damage coming out from Greymane. And final pick for Death Strikes. What's your guess here? See a mage. I know you pick you would pick Kael'thas here. This last pick.
Convection Kael'thas.
Convection Kael'thas. Yeah.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah. Nothing.
I don't think we're gonna see that though.
Fisto. All
All
right.
right, Mr. Fister.
Teleport over the walls. Get some W damage in. Delay the objective. Which comp do you like the most?
100% to the pre-workout Powah team.
I need to agree. I need to agree with you there. But we'll see how it works out.
We could be wrong, but
tr-
that kind of looks like a Storm League team on the other side.
I think that Tracer at the right now is a little overpowered. Yeah, see so my Soothsayer, maybe if we have any Soothsayers in the chat, my Soothsayer is not updating the score on my game banner. Regardless, it's 1-0. 1-0 CCS.
I think if you press 1, it'll do it.
I know what you're referring to, but now I have to go mess with this. I'm gonna lock my screen on this dude. I'm gonna portal over here to Soothsayer and see what's going on.
Soothsayer's retiring on you.
Sync score with match data. It worked.
By pressing 1.
No, I had to choose sync scores with match data on Soothsayer, and it worked out. Okay, guys, on this map, we have an objective phase, and this objective phase is all or nothing. If you channel, 1 second short of the objective, you get nothing. So, and the objective phase here is extremely powerful, as it can take forts and keeps pretty early on. Level 1, they do have Varian, which is not a hero to level 4. As he does opt in to go into parry versus the Demon Fang. Woo,
That
big
Mephisto
flip
damage.
here. Big stun on
Shred,
some
shredded.
Malfurion. You have Zebra bottom lane already. Loves
Danny,
his,
I
he loves his
think
soak.
the red team's in trouble. I think the red team's in trouble.
Yeah, they've got Johanna though. I think you're doubting the power of JoJo.
I am, but I'm also doubting the power of them not standing in the Mephisto
Yeah.
Nova.
Big root
root.
sleep onto Vince. You have Maka started in their camp yet so far. CCS has not rotated to grab their camp just yet.
And don't believe they're going to.
They are not concerned about that camp. We see Vince starting to prep this lane to push in this null camp middle lane. So Boston turn off the tower. They're going to dive onto any problem, flip onto Barrett. Any problem going to get the Z. Oh, Z's not going to land in time as Mephisto secures the kill onto Sylvanas.
Counter kill.
They are going to get counter kill onto Tracer. Shredded might be in trouble here. Can Maka get the kill?
Nah, Shredded's cool.
Vince, so that's a dead Diablo.
That is. So they're trading kills, but you know what CCS can't get back is all the damage done to their front wall.
Yeah, that wall got a little bit of damage into it. I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, that front wall is chipped down, but slightly ahead on XP for CCS. And obviously, we are seeing the Johanna opt to go into that Eternal Retaliation build at level 4, which marks the minions and lets Johanna just one-shot him and get her mana back. Mundane Zebra's going to grab the siege camp, bottom lane. And level 4 is online for Varian. Taunt does land onto Johanna.
So Danny, it is interesting. The Orc had to go Neo Peasants because they don't really have camp clear.
Yeah. Yeah, their camp clear is extremely slow with Tracer and the Orc.
Mephisto.
Mephisto. Barrett's going to start the camp channel here. He's going to start it.
This is a quick cap first objective too.
Any
So they're
problems
just going to start whittling it down.
Going to turn it off. We do have the null camp pushing middle lane. Vince is looking for a Q into a wall. Going to hold it for the time being. So Vaughn's turn off. Big flip onto Hashmer. Mundane Zebra does go down. And so far, pre-workout power, based by the power of the null camp, are getting value on the map. Mundane Zebra is going to cheat death a little bit as he soaks up some life from Maka and Vince. Not sure if Vince is in trouble yet. Taunt does land, followed up by the root and sleep onto Diablo. And that is a dead Lord of Terror.
So if he's dead, it's not very scary.
Well, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Oh, is that how HOTS works? You come back?
It's you get spawned back into the Nexus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But with this objective, 15 seconds left to spawn, and Diablo just now rezzing, let's see if we see an engage from CCS. We do have a taunt onto Johanna. Follow up with the root. Johanna does have a trait. Fantastic condemn, landing to 4 players. Pre-workout was able to secure the camp back in time. Looks like Shredder's going to port back. Maka's going to restart on the siege camp once more, and leaving poor Mundane Zebra to start his null camp.
And that's going to kind of catch up with them because they're missing Soak Bottom every time he has to go to that camp.
Yeah.
I think Variant's going to try to catch it, but yeah, he's going to start getting little baby circles of experience.
Well, let's look at the difference here. I mean, XP so far, right now, Mephisto's leader in the XP total versus last game, it was by a mile. Mundane Zebra.
Yes. But they did get the camp earlier.
Taunt does go out, follow up with the root onto Johanna. She should be fine. And this is another null camp pushing into this middle fort. We do have the Brightwing top lane grabbing Soak. She can teleport in any time. Looks like she's going to hold it for the time being.
Yeah, they're going to back off now that they're 10.
Haven't talked about it yet, but we did see Diablo go into the Flame Breath build. And once more, we did have Maka go in to go for the throat.
Diablo's looking for a little fishing.
Oh! do have heavy top lane. Soaking XP this entire time. Z onto Storm, CPX. Heavy's back into this fight.
Looks like they're going to go take their camp, and they're going to go for the objective.
Well, Johanna is rotating bottom lane. They see this. Durance comes out, misses onto Hashmer. Channel is started. Let's see if it gets stopped. Objective does go over to the favor of CCS.
Oh, big Entomb. The prep.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, big falling sword, flip onto Varian. We do have a kill onto CCS, but Objective is pushing into pre-workout Powah. Every time I say that, I sound like an idiot. Pre-workout Powah.
No, Danny, you sound like one of the, you know, it's what the kids say these days.
The kids, yeah, you're right. I apologize.
You know, that lightning breath is kind of a great anti-entomb.
Well, until level 20. Yeah, until 20.
Yeah.
It's a, sort of a good anti Visto ult too. Big stun onto Tracer. Now we saw Oxygen Vince try to flip the Visto out. There is a weird interaction with Diablo and with Mephisto. If you catch the Mephisto at just the right time with your flip, with your E, Mephisto doesn't pour back to his body. It's kind of weird, but it has to be like framed perfect. I'm not sure if that's what he was trying or if he made a mistake, but I doubt he made a mistake. Oh, and we did see a kill on Johanna. I think they call that a CPX trade. But there's been no trade just yet. And what's more, Maka and any problem are going to start on their siege camp. Heavy is going to go ahead and start this boss top lane.
I think Leoric's going to sniff it out.
Leoric is going to sniff it out.
I don't think they get there, so they should be going bot boss, which they are.
They are going bottom boss. Look, they're looking at Mundane Zebra for a kill.
He's out.
He is out, and CCS is starting, and looks like they're going to be able to finish off the bottom boss.
So, boss trade, I think that...
But look at this middle lane here, Panda. We've got 3 sappers and a pretty large wave going into this middle fort.
Yeah. You know, the mid lane is very important on this map.
Yeah.
And
that's a dead fort. But we are going to have the boss walking bottom lane for CCS, but we do have a top boss walking top lane for Workout Powah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're going to get...
They're going to trade. They're going to trade
here.
Yeah, they're going to trade.
Which favors Power because bot 4
taunt onto Diablo here, fall off the root, Mephisto damage. That's a dead Diablo. Souls will get reset to 25 with the new buff to Diablo. He does not reset to 0 souls. Resets to 25 after level 10. Objective is up with a low soul Diablo as CPX tries to take down this this boss. Eats a stun. Raka, thank you for the raid. If you're joining us, we are you're casting the Storm Division match between CCS and pre-workout Powah. Any problem? And Maka looking to cap this objective. They are going to get some channel time here. Tracer not fast enough to get there in time. And they're going to channel some value here. Bribing top lane, soaking XP. She can teleport in at any point. Big flip onto Varian. Queued into the team. Hashmer might be in trouble here. Big slime's coming out. Lightning Breath goes out. And that is a dead Mundane Zebra. Storm CPX looking for Val. Durance, I'm not sure if it hit or what.
No, it didn't. It was a weird animation.
That was a weird animation. Maybe it went out onto Johanna and she had her trait. But tons of damage going on to Sylvanas and Johanna. They're going to trade 2 for 1 here. But fought up the Varian. For the time being, pre-workout has a numbers advantage, as that's going to be a 4 for 3. Maka's not done yet, though.
Zebra's back up.
Barrett inting for that channel here, and that might be a dead Zebra.
That is a team wipe.
That's what they call a pentakill.
Is that what they call it?
I believe that's what the kids call it. And this is the first objective going in favor of, what is this? Pre-workout power. We do have Maka bottom lane setting up this this push here.
They're in a good spot because I don't think they're going to have any forts up by the time these crash.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty heavy crash as Maka set up this bottom lane, as this wave is going to get some pretty good damage into this bottom fort. And it looks like the members of pre-workout are going to 5-man mid and maybe look for a Keith middle. Maka goes out. Polly onto Varian. Chunked him down for about 50% health. Waiting for Diablo to be back up at 87 souls. He's pretty healthy. Durance is up. Let's see if we see Death Strikes look for a Durance strike. So Voss going to turn off this middle keep. All right.
Looks like they'll finish this off if somebody goes bot, probably.
Looks like CPX is just slow rotation to the bottom lane. As they're going to keep 4 members here mid. CPX is floating mid top, or mid bottom. And that's the objective phase. Decent damage onto the keep. This middle keep at about 20% health. Maka and Sylvanas once more are going to start the siege camp.
Boss coming up in 30 seconds. They're not terribly strong on this map, but they're still better than nothing.
Oh, the bosses are pretty good. I mean, it's gonna force rotation if you're CCS. But once more, we see pre-workout prepping this middle lane. Let this null camp push mid. CPX is a man on an island. Has her trait. Has her falling sword available, so she's not too concerned just yet. Durance is available for the Mephisto. And this is a dead middle keep. If CCS is unable to turn this game around, I gotta say it's because they did not have players to take that middle siege camp to match what pre-workout had. And it looks like we do have everyone from pre-workout setting up to take this top Boston as the members of CCS rotate bottom lane.
Boss trade, but I mean, Power's in a really good spot here because this will start working on the second keep.
Yep, level 20s are online for pre-workout. So level 20s should be up for both these teams next time they meet. Objective is spawning in 20 seconds. And it looks like pre-workout is pinging the top tower cannon as Sylvanas is going to turn off the top keep. I'm not even sure if they're going to need this boss to take down this keep. And with 2 keeps down with the boss here, potentially that's game. Yeah. Falling Sword comes out. Does get a little bit of reset. 22 seconds. This boss is on the core. Silence onto Vince, but no follow-up. Oh, forcing out the Hellgate from Diablo as he was getting burned down. Durance lands onto Maka. And we're going to taunt. Oh, fantastic cleanse from Right Wing, but not enough as 2 members go down for pre-workout power. This core at about 20% health. Boss stun onto Mephisto.
Core's going to be okay?
Core's going to be okay. As Barrett's going to look to see if he can grab anybody. That bottom boss is working that bottom keep.
It took the whole keep.
Took the whole keep. We are going to see CCS start channel here.
Weaklings, face me in my
I'm hoping they go and invade this right now.
Well, 30 more seconds here. Let's see what happens. 30 seconds till Johanna and Maka spawn back up, which means the objective should be about, what, 10 seconds left till cap? So this should go in advantage of CCS, which is going to be a very strong objective at 18 minutes.
It's going to be a strong objective, but it still has to go through 2 forts before it even touches the keep. So
You're right. You're right.
I think Power would take that trade. Getting 2 keeps down.
Diablo is back showing on the map here. Visible friends are online. 7 seconds. I'm not sure if Johanna and Maka are going to be here in time. Maka's not giving up, though. Looking for an engage here onto Hashmer, perhaps. Polly onto Varian. Followed up with a Maka falling sword. Cleanses out the Durance. But Maka is in trouble. Mundane Zebra looking for Entomb. Oh, Entomb just misses onto any problem. You know the silly thing? Johanna just used Falling Sword. It's already back up. Hellgate comes out. Falling Sword onto Death Strikes. Hits 2 players. Falling Sword's back up in 10 seconds. Oxygen Vince is in trouble here. That's dead Diablo. His souls will get reset. He's back up. But that's a low soul Diablo with full health objectives pushing middle, bottom, and top. Remember, the bottom keep is down from the boss. So that bottom objective will be pushed into the core momentarily. Durance Goat lands onto Diablo, but once again, the Falling Sword cleanses that away. Falling Sword once more. Reset, reset, reset. And Tomb is back up. Let's see if Bunny Zebra wants to engage here. And with this core at about 75% health, I'm not sure if they're going to do some damage to this objective here. Oh, big Q lands onto Barrett, but the E flipped onto Varian. Oh, Tracer goes down. Falling Sword once more lands onto Hashmer. Varian's in trouble here. 2 for 0. And I believe Pre-Workout Power is calling for core. Souls back to 84 for Vince. With 3 members, 2 members down for CCS. This is going to be an aggressive core call. Falling Sword once more, giving some health and a little bit of damage onto the core. Hellgate comes out from Diablo. He's low health. Falling Sword once more. Durance lands, but gets cleansed out. No, Johanna eats it. Silence. Wait. Oh, he did not go silence on the Entomb.
No, he did.
And this is going to be a core defense for CCS with 2 members down. Fantastic ability core defense.
Yeah, I mean, Power didn't have any waves to push it in.
Yeah.
You seek to draw the Frost Wolf General from his fortress?
And we are going to have pre-workout. Look at this top boss, perhaps? No, they're going to prep lanes, top lane.
Looks like they're tired of giving up the top boss.
It looks like Mundane Zebra and friends might try to bait out this top boss.
Oh.
This might be trouble. This is going to be a fight over this boss. Flip onto Mundane Zebra, send into the wall. Polly fought up with the Brightwing. Flame Breath is going to take out Leo.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Falling Sword once more.
Kept him alive.
A lot of nothing's happening. A lot happening, Panda.
No, I think something's happening.
Oh, Maka's in trouble here. Entomb. Mundane goes down, finally. Big cleanse from Heavy. That's 1 for 0 so far. Death Strikes is low. Looking at Death Strikes. Mephisto goes down. 2 for 0. Maka is low, though. Falling Sword to heal him back up just a little bit. Oh, fantastic Hellgate onto Malfurion. Shredded Winslow. And that's four. That's going to be a pentakill, and that's going to be game.
You got to say pentakill again.
Listen.
You've been waiting for it.
My dream of saying pentakill is it's coming up. You know, Panda, here's the good news. This game did not go 30 minutes.
No.
It's now map score 1-1 as we go into game 3.
Yeah. CCS had the opportunities there. But
yeah.
Powah was just too powerful.
Well, let's look at this map score here. Why don't you talk about the scores here while I update the Soothsayer?
Absolutely. Maka on Greymane just popped off in that game. Danny, how many kills do you think he had?
Well, I can see the screen here, Panda.
Wow, Danny, don't cheat. Cover it up.
He had at least 10 kills.
14, Danny. 14.
All right. We're creating quality content here as I fix my Soothsayer to reflect the score of 1-1.
Yeah. Zebra did catch up in that soak though that game. You know, we were looking at it. He was very far behind. He ended up outpacing it, but at what cost?
Yeah, I feel like if CCS drafted something to take the camps a little bit faster, it would have alleviated that middle pressure. But I mean, they came back at the end of the game, but the Falling Sword Johanna at 20 was a little too much. CPX was able to get reset on reset on reset and cleanse away the Durance, cleanse away the roots from Shredded, sort of wiped even in the taunt from Varian. So level 20 Johanna is a little OP at the moment. I would say her Blessed Shield is better at 10, but at 20, the Falling Sword Johanna is a little hard to play into.
I would agree with you. You know, Danny, I am a huge fan of Burning Despair. I think it should be taken like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if Silence and Tomb there couldn't have changed a couple of those fights.
Oh, you're right. So next map is up. We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Okay. So this was picked by CCS. All right. Cool. So
Danny, what are those purple things on your screen?
Those purple things on my screen?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Some kind of purple monster. It looks a little graphic.
I'm not sure, dude. Are you talking about the match summary screen?
Yeah.
No, that's the Orphea thing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else. I thought might be not very appropriate for Twitch.
It's not appropriate at all. It is not appropriate. But next map is up. Again, it's 1-1 in map score. As we go into game 3, we do go to Tomb of the Spider Queen. This objective, if you are new to HOTS, is not all for nothing. As you get points or spider butts into the objective phase, it does save them. So it's not like Infernal Shrines where you have to get them all or you don't get the immortal. But readies are out. We're into this draft lobby. Here we go, game 3, Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Interesting. CCS lost that map, but chose to take map pick. So taking pre-workout to a map that they feel comfortable on. Let's see if they decide to ban out the Johanna this time. Oh, and we do have a lobby leaver. As any problem has decided to leave the lobby. I'm sure he'll be back any moment. My current problem with Axley gave us first. Okay, they made a mistake. So this is first pick did go over to did go over to CCS. They made a mistake in the lobby creation screen.
Tomb of Spider Queen.
Yeah, I'm black calling for CPX Hogger. I'm calling for a CPX Nova.
I still want to see the Vikings.
But no one listens to me. You want to see Vikings on this map?
Why not?
Well, I guess that's why you're
What
like
could go wrong?
Division A or whatever you're in. A lot of things are going to go wrong, but let's see what happens here. First pick does go over to the side of CCS here. Obviously, map pick was this time fixed by pre-workout.
Pretty sure they banned Hogger every game so far.
Yeah, both game 1 and game 2 they banned out Hogger. Well, game 1 was on for Infernal Shrines. If you're not banning out Hogger, you're going to take the Hogger.
Sorry, Leon. I don't think you're getting what you want. All right, Blaze.
Blaze is a very strong hero this map. This map is smushed in, so Blaze rotations are scary. And there goes Johanna. That was
an instant ban.
CPX Johanna. Scary with resets to 20. And this map typically goes to level 20. Another long map. We're not seeing like a short game here. KKZIE, Kizzy, this is Panda.
You know, Danny, I feel like it's your stream, but more people come here for me.
I agree. I come here for you.
Do you think that's a self-ban after that last game?
The Tracer's scary. Tracer is extremely annoying to play into. Dropping.
What do we see, Danny? What do we see?
What do we see? Picked or banned?
Picked.
Brightwing? Who knows?
I was kind of hoping for the Rhaegar.
will fight
And
for my
it's
life.
the Rhaegar!
Shredded Win Rhaegar coming through. Kizzy came for Shredded. Next 2 picks coming out from pre-workout is...
There it is.
So somebody must have DM'd CPX to pick Hogger.
I stand corrected.
You stand corrected. As we see Hogger craft. But we do see a Sukov.
The hunt is on.
This galaxy shall see.
All right.
Mundane Zebra once more on Leoric, followed up with Death Strikes Lunara. Expand phase.
All right, Danny, as a tank player, if you were Vince, what would you try to take?
On this map, I like Murden. You can slow rotations from the other team rotating top on this map. But Vince plays lots of strong tanks. He plays a really good Garage. It depends what is going here, but they're going to ban out the Anubarak. Based off the current draft, there's lots of options for lots of different heroes for Vince.
I'd be a little scared of that Diablo from last game.
Diablo is scary on every game. We might even get to see a Vince Stitches. Oh, no, we're not.
Nope.
But next 2 picks coming out for pre-workout. What are you guessing here? They need a tank. They need some DPS.
I think we could see a Diablo, and shocker, I think a Greymane potentially could come out at some point.
Does Maka say Greymane for the 3rd time? Mephisto Diablo. All right. last 2 picks coming out from CCS. Might see a garage come out here.
Think so?
If you ever played Diablo, it's kind of painful to play into a garage.
Could maybe see the ETC maybe making a comeback, but no.
Hey, it's Gary.
But look
at that.
Look what they did there.
Hey, I'm
they
right.
stole the Gray Main.
I'm right once every like 20 tries. Yep, Gray Main's gonna be taken away from Maka, which means Maka will be forced to dip into his hero pool and not play Gray Main. We're going to see Vala coming out. I'm not sure what's scarier here, Vala or a Gray Main.
I think the Vala might end up being scarier.
Yeah. Well, which draft do you like the most here, Panda?
You know, again, I'm going to go with the CPX Power people.
CPX Power people?
Yeah, I'm changing their name.
Oh. You can just call them like creatine. Not sure, I don't know. But, yeah, if you're going CPX, then I'll root for CCS here based off their draft. But we go into game 3. This is best of 5. So we have a couple more games left at least.
Yeah, we're going to be up till another, 2 hours?
At your retirement facility, Panda, what time is 9 o'clock bedtime? What time do you have to go to bed?
So Jello comes at 8, pills come at 8:30, and bedtime's 9.
Oh, okay. We usually watch I Love Lucy around this time, if not casting games for NGS.
Actually, I watch All in the Family.
All in the Family. Oh, my apologies, I forgot. But game 3 is started. We have pre-workout power on the right-hand side, and we have CCS on the left.
Battle begins in 10.
Dropping BB, bronze 6 is we're still stuck in bronze.
5,
You have not broken the bronze 5 just yet.
3, 2,
Soon, Danny, soon.
1.
Someday.
Let the battle begin.
I was really hoping for a body check garage. Ashmer being a sneaky garage, but CPX is going to find that out.
I don't think he's that sneaky.
Not that sneaky, apparently. Wait a minute, though. Flip onto garage. And Vince has gone into auto attack build. Stun has landed 2 players here. Any problem is in trouble. Any problem means he's dead. His current problem is death.
He got mo problems.
No problems. Once more, Mundane Zebra bottom lane, hanging out. Maka did go into the auto attack build, and he just poured about 500 shots into Hashman.
Yeah, I don't think Hashmir's going to enjoy a lot of this game.
Yep. Hard camps will be pushing middle lane here. And I believe this is going to spawn for an advantageous position for pre-workout power, as the towers are going to damage the bruiser camp for them. We do have the CCS team rotate down onto the siege camp bottom lane as Shredded Wind and Mundane Zebra Death Strikes tear through that easy camp. But,
Danny, you know, kind of
but
common theme.
pre-workout is going to get some damage onto this front wall here. What's the common theme?
What happens to the middle lane every game?
Gets shoved in. Gets shoved in pretty hard. It's like one of those shows on Showtime late at night in a prison.
Where it gets shoved in.
Things get shoved in. Yeah. We're basically watching Cinemax on NGS or on Twitch.
Do you know that they actually don't have Skinemax on anymore?
What?
Yeah, they got rid of it.
That's how I got through high school.
No, I think they realized that People can just get it on the internet for free, and it's real.
That's- You know what? You're right. Oh, fantastic flip onto Any Problem. He's in trouble here. Any Problem is gonna get a whoa. Oh, here we go. CPX turning in 13's Gems bottom lane.
Bambi realized those 3 gems were not worth it.
Maka's gonna port back at some mana. So far, CCS is doing a pretty good job getting wave priority here on these waves, on these minions. They're gonna pump a little bit of damage into heavy here. Oh, big Q into Garage to help out Maka. Did go a Gambit quest. He doesn't want to lose any stacks of that. Oh.
CCS is 5 gems away from the
Hashmer
turn-in.
looking for the turn in here.
They got it.
First objective does go over to CCS.
Kind of excited to see what happens with this one. They actually have a little bit of push power, a little bit of wave clear for the first time.
Any Problem is dumping damage into the line here as the rotations happen top lane. Maka doing his best he can to clear out that spider. But this first objective is going to take out the top wall, middle wall, and most of the bottom wall here. Pretty good first objective coming in from CCS. And they are going to have level 10 priorities over pre-workout power. They see Vince here. I'm not sure they just walked by him, but a big flip onto Diablo here. Vince might be in trouble as they start pouring damage into Diablo. He is full souls, though. A little tough. Pre-workout does have turn-in. You have Vince
Still on
top
the whisk.
lane looking for something here, but Hashmer is going to scout him out. I think the Hashmer Garage pick is making life a little harder for Vince to be as aggressive as he usually is.
It is. And I think the Lenara pick was fantastic to have that Wisp to get that vision control, so to really deny these turn-ins.
Bottom siege camp was picked up by CCS as the hard camp is pushing middle lane. Barrett and Shredder Wind are going to cap their hard camp. And it looks like this go around, they're going to have the advantage for their own user camp as they clear out the pre-workout power wave, as they're going to have this bruiser camp pushing into the middle spider camp. That bruiser camp gets cleared up pretty quickly by the Vala. But objective phase is spawned for pre-workout power. You have Vince in this bush here, looking for something onto Hashmer or Lunara. They're putting some pretty good damage into this front wall as it goes down pretty quickly. Hashmer looking for a flip potentially. And this first objective phase for pre-workout power is not going to be as advantageous as it was for CCS.
Oh, and CCS has a turn in right now too.
Yeah.
And they're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed waiting for it.
Stun goes down to heavy. Big flip onto Sukov. He just have taunt. Hashman held the taunt on the Sukov. Bullet goes out. Does land onto Vince. DCS has turn in. Barrick turn in 21. Mephisto, can he stop? He is able to delay the Greymane gem turn in. Poor Barrett keeps getting delayed here on his turn in.
Yeah,
Looks like Zebra is going to port back to base, get some mana back.
They've got 13 now, so that maybe should help out. Trying to bully their way into a turn in. But they're not going to have it for long.
Shredded Wind takes some chunk damage from Maka.
CPX, a little trouble down there. He got out.
CPX often finds himself in trouble. Go here.
And Tomb did go down on him too, so that's going to be down for a little while.
Yeah. Ashmer looking for something here, gets found out by the Sukov. Level 13s are up for both these teams here. As you see Mephisto going to Shard of Hate at 13. And Gloom from Vala. Maka looking to turn in her 23 gems. It's going to get delayed out a little bit here. As Barrett's looking to turn in 25 more here. That should be objective walking in for CCS.
Shred is pushing the top end so that those will spawn nice and far forward.
You have 4 members of CCS middle lane versus 3 members of pre-workout power. And this has to be at least a 4th mid.
I would expect it to be so.
Stun lands onto Vince and to Heavy. Before it does go down.
Right, which way are they dropping? Are they going to stick with it mid?
Gonna stick mid for the time being.
Top's going down.
Oh, looks like they're going to rotation bottom lane here. Greymane looking at CPX.
He's got Hortipult up.
And Hogger has E, so there's that. E is down though. Hortipult out. Gonna get stunned out. Flipped, taunted. And that's a dead Hogger.
And deaded.
Yeah, deaded. Deaded Hogger.
Deaded.
Level 16 advantage up for CCS. Let's see if they take away the Bruiser Camp. They're going to walk away from the Bruiser Camp.
All right.
They're looking for another turn in, back-to-back turn in here. Waves are pushed in quite a bit.
It's going to hold until they can get their camp tagged.
I think they're going to tag it. Hashmer is going to turn in for objective phase. We have Lunara and Zebra capping the bottom siege camp as that walks bottom with the spiders.
Yeah,
Shredded Wind was able to tag the hard camp.
they raced up top to try to get that pushed out.
So this should be a pretty good push for CCS. Big stun onto Vince. Flip onto Hashmer. Fall by the flip onto Vince once more from the garage. Stun once more to Diablo. Taunt. That's a dead Diablo. Reset the souls at 25. Monday and Zebra looking for Entomb's going to miss. And with Diablo at low souls, going to make it a little harder for Diablo to step up into the team, especially with Hashmer waiting to flip him back into the back line. Top keep is in trouble. It might go down. Maka's going to miss his stun. And top keep will go down. Vince is looking for an engage here. I'm not sure what the poison damage from Lunar is going to take it down, but no,
that was a great totem. That almost caught him.
Yeah, the top keep's going to... Oh, no. Hashmer wants it. Yeah, just one Q from Garage and will take it down here. And Vala is finish up the first part of her quest. Mundane Zebra turn in 15 more gems.
I mean, they have almost 90 gems.
Yeah. I believe if pre-workout Power has the gems to get back-to-back turn-ins here, but obviously they're not going to let them happen. A big entomb on Maka. He's got 44 gems. That might be a dead Vala, and it is a dead Vala. Can they pick up the gems and get out of there? Durance has landed Lunara. Big fight. 2 for 0 so far. This is CCS land, baby. Storm CPX is going to do what he can to get away here. They're going to call for boss as 4 members of CCS rotates top to the boss lane. Mundane Zebra is having second thoughts going bottom lane. See if we can freeze out the Auger. They're going to have this boss go down pretty quickly. And with Vala and Sukov down for at least another 12 seconds.
Oh, he got baited, though. He could have stopped that Diablo.
Oh, Mundane Zebra is in trouble. Vince is looking for a stun onto him. Can he get out? Oh, Vince does not want to engage just yet.
He's
Big
in trouble.
flip. Is taunt up in 2 seconds. Durance lands. And I don't know how many gems Diablo dropped, but not good.
44 gems.
Oh, no.
Oh.
2 quick kills. We have a boss top lane. They're calling for core. CCS wants to finish this game. Mundane Zebra making life a little bit harder for Heavy. He will go down, but this core is at 52% and dropping quickly. This looks like game 3 is going to go over to CCS. Panda, good news. This wasn't a 30-minute Tomb of the Spider Queen.
I'm actually going to message the teams and ask them if they can hold it for 30 minutes.
If they could play it for 30 minutes, yeah. Fantastic game number 3. Let me update my little Soothsayer thing. That was a blue map win. Update. Bam. Perfect. But looking at these scores here, Garage Man made life really hard for my pal Vince to be as aggressive as Diablo wants to be. Kept getting flipped in the back line. Hashmer was able to land some pretty strong stuns. Followed up by the flip taunt stun. Was going nowhere. But if you were a fan of the Storm CPX Hogger, he picked it for you. But I'm not sure if it worked out the way they wanted to work out.
Might not be a fan anymore.
Might not be a fan anymore. But we will go into halftime here. It is 2-1 in advantage of. Let me update these scores here because I haven't had a chance to. It is 2-1 in advantage of CCS. And we are waiting for the next lobby. While we wait, yeah, it's best of 5 dropping BBs. I'm pretty sure it's best of 5.
It is.
Yeah. I believe these teams are going to get some water. So if you want to get a drink, Panda, we'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. We are going to Towers of Doom. This is a pick of CCS. First pick going over to pre-workout power. Update that.
All right, Danny, I hate to leave you alone, but I'm going to take a minute.
You have to check on your.
I got-
on your knitting.
I have to check on what somebody says is one of my children, but we've never actually done a DNA test.
Yeah, you know what? I get it. Go check on that undocumented child that you don't claim. Actually, looks like the CCS team needs a minute. So take your time. But looking at this map, we are going to Towers of Doom. Fun map. Map choice of CCS. First pick will go over to the side of pre-workout power. But while these teams are getting some water, I will leave you with some Heroes of the Storm music. Okay, we are back. We're getting ready for both these teams. Waiting to get back into the draft screen. And again, if you are enjoying watching StormDiv, consider donating to the matcherino, or even getting some coaching lessons from some of the players in StormDiv to help support the prize pool. Best of 5. If CCS can get a W on this map, they will get the match victory. They did 3-1 Wildheart Omega last week, and I believe Pre-Workout Power lost 1-3 to We Take It Thieves, which is basically the Wildheart CCL team. I think minus. I don't know if Tremor played last week, but it was basically just Wildheart with maybe Weary Day tanking, or I forgot who tanked for We Take It Thieves. But CCS so far showing a pretty good game one, for pretty good 2 games versus Pre-Workout Power. First band coming out from Pre-Workout is Falstab. Junkrat, kind of annoying to play into.
All right, Danny, I know you missed me.
I was lost without you, Panda. Last pick coming out from Vince. By the way, there are tests to find out if that is your child.
We're looking into it.
Final ban for Brightwing. Well, don't tell your wife. She might be upset. Let's see if we get rid of Johanna here, or they decide to trade out. The one game they did give CPX Johanna, it was rough, and they are opting to take out Johanna here. Perhaps it's a CPX targeted ban, or just Johanna just being an overpowered tank at the moment. First pick coming out from
Change is upon us.
we have Maka picking up the Haka. Okay. I'm not sure if Maka decided to play offline this game and let CPX do some damage. Death to Fire, Panda has not convinced anyone that Probius is a problem to meet in the Nexus just yet. But next 2 picks coming out from CCS are... We have Shredderwing go into Rhaegar once more. Played a really good Rhaegar, I think, in the last game. These games are starting to blend together. We have Rhaegar and Greymane being picked up. The next 2 picks coming out from Pre-Workout.
We will
This realm needs me.
All right, we're going to see a taunt variant blow up with Li Ming here. Let's see if they target away any healers that can silence, like a Stukov, or even a Malfurion. Roots. Anduin does get banned out. And final ban coming out for pre-workout is going to look like an offlaner. Mundane Zebra has done a really good job.
I think they're going to look for...
Oh, they're getting rid of Diablo. Okay. Blaze is up. The Orc is up.
You know, Anubarak is still hanging around too.
Need something to...
The hunt is
Perhaps,
on.
I don't know if CCS has a Medivh player, but we do see Mundane go into Blaze. I don't think Ashmer is going to play a Medivh. I don't think either. But
Anna checking in.
you have a heavy Anna. And Storm CPX. I hope he picks Nova, but probably not.
Vikings.
Vikings. Good call.
Why not?
You should draft for this team, Panda.
With every death comes on.
And we are going to see perhaps CPX trade into offlane with Maka, unless we see a swap in the intermission screen here. And last pick for Hashmer.
Do like that Nubrak.
It could be a Nubrak, yeah. The Bunday, the Blaze, the Nubrak, layer CC.
Oh,
we have a Mal'Ganis. I mean, what do they have to stop Mal'Ganis? They have Taunt from Varian, and they have Tahakatung. I guess they have Anna Sleep.
Anna Sleep.
Anna
And
Sleep.
Hanzo Stun.
Hanzo Stun with his ult.
And Wave of Force to knock him back.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a Sleep here and a Blaze EN.
How many ults would you say Mal'Ganis gets off this game?
I mean, he's gonna go into the bat one where he turned into like a little cloud, but he'll get some ults in. I'm not worried about his ults, but Hashmer's a good tank player. He knows what to pick here. Let's see if it works out though on Towers of Doom. But
Yeah.
we got a pretty scary blow up comp coming out from pre-workout Powah. Which draft do you like the most, Panda? You like the red side or the blue side?
You know, I like the CCS side until the Mal'Ganis came out.
Yeah.
So I'm on the side of Power.
You're on the side of Powah this game?
I think so.
Okay.
And Danny, don't sell yourself short. You're a HOTS analyst. You
I'm
know
a-
just as much.
I know nothing.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4,
You're like a mini Caldor.
2, 1.
Who's
Only
Caldor?
Only older.
I don't think I'm older than Caldor.
I am.
Oh, you are. You're like 100 years old.
Yeah.
You live in a Del Web community.
It's a nice place.
You have dinner at 4:30.
Nothing wrong with that.
We do have pretty good wave priority coming out for pre-workout Powah, as it's making it life hard for Hashmer to step up into all that damage here. And let's see if we have rotation slowed down from CPX here on Hanzo. He's gonna miss his geometry there. Big sleep onto Hashmer. Vince is not a tank just yet, so they should be pretty aggressive here. At the 1 minute mark, if you are new to HOTS, which I doubt any of you guys are if you're watching this game, Zappers are up. It's a heavy priority if you can grab them as you're going to push into the bottom towers. Hashmer is floating around in enemy territory.
I mean, as well he should.
And they're going to engage here onto pre-workout Powah. And it looks like they're going to steal this camp away as Vince is in trouble here. That's a dead Varian. 1 for 1 so far. But Maka gets a tongue landed onto Death Strikes. Good cleanse from trying to win, but not enough to save. Oh, sorry. That's a 2 for 0.
Yeah, Shredded's not going to save the other team.
Shredded win. God Rhaegar. Big cleanse. As we're going to see 6 sappers walk into this front wall. 1, 2,
how much of a front wall
3.
left?
Yeah, it's all they have left is that bottom tower.
I don't think that's going to hang around much longer either.
Sleep onto Vince. Pretty good first 2 minutes, but again, level 4s are not aligned for Varian to be an actual tank here. And we're going to see a 4-man rotation into the mid lane to catch some soak. Or let Death Strikes catch some soak. As they sit in a bush. Being sneaky.
I like the Greymane coming up. Take that top right now. Why not?
Oh, haunt onto Mal'Ganis. Did have Maka in the middle lane. Objectives are spawning. At the moment, we have 4 members of pre-workout bottom and 3 members of CCS bottom lane. So it looks like
Go forth and claim
CCS is going to try to delay this top cap. Put Greymane on the left objective. That's 1 cap going over to pre-workout. We have some retreats being pinged by CCS as they're going to give this next cap over to pre-workout. Dropping BBs, there are lots of new HOTS players. Every game I play of Storm League has all level 40 accounts, but for some reason they're all like Diamond 3. But they're very good at the game. For being so new, they got a high Storm League rank.
3 diamond for everybody.
Right. And they're looking to throw these 3 sappers into this bottom tower. Being throwing out her orbs. As pre-workout's been able to clear out those sappers pretty easily. As we see another 4-man rotation coming in, looking at Maka. Oh no, they're looking on this front wall mid. Tongue doesn't land to Lunara.
And
Taunt lands onto Shredded Wind. As they fight under the pre-workout Powers tower, they're going to disengage as fast as they possibly can. No one's going to die here. Should see some taps and re-engage as the next objective is spawning in 30 seconds. As pre-workout Power starts to grab their sapper camp. Pretty good level advantage coming out for CCS. Should hit level 10s before CCS unless something, before pre-workout Power unless something weird happens.
yeah, I'm a little surprised that they're ahead with their comp, but they got 2 people top, so are they just giving this?
Li Ming is going to go ahead and cap it uncontested. And that is 4 shots going into the CCS core, moving the map score 28 to 36. And they're going to siege into this bottom lane. They're going to even things up structure-wise. But this top tower, Tongue does land onto Barrett, is at about 50% health.
Beautiful cleanse by Shredded.
Oh, I apologize. I missed that cleanse. I was looking top lane.
I think Kashmir might have made a little stain on himself.
He made an oopsie.
Yeah.
Is that what they call that at the facility you live in? Oopsie?
Yeah, it's a oopsie doopsie.
I was at the Costco this weekend.
Oh, the Costco. Is that like how the cool kids say it?
The Costco?
Whiff Arrow just flew through. I don't know if you missed it.
Yeah, I saw that. They were selling, like, it was on sale, like, adult Depends.
Don, you thought of me?
I thought of you because they had a model on the box. I was like, that looks just like Panda.
Funny you should mention. A couple years ago, I got talked into doing some modeling for adult diapers.
Are you modeling adult diapers again?
Yes.
Vince is in an aggressive position here. He might be in trouble here. Taunt coming from Hashmir, fall asleep. Oh, Taunt is going to land onto Hashmir, but Sleep does come out.
Big Sleep, and Hanzo's in trouble.
And Hanzo does go down here. Ancestral Healing is going to land onto the Greymane. He jumps into the bunker just in case. Next objective is spawning here, and this should be an easy 8 shots heading over for CCS.
All right, well, looks like we got a tie game.
You know what,
But
Panda, your math is pretty good. Sappers are going to be grabbed by pre-workout. The arrow just misses onto Greymane. I'm not even sure how that missed. I could have swore I saw the tail of the arrow. I guess it was the tail. Go through Barrett.
It kind of reminds me of the hammer old level 20. I don't even know if that's
the what was it called?
orbital.
Orbital. Yeah.
I just keep seeing the arrow just fly through at that angle every time.
Remember when that would take down like structures, and you were basically put on a timer for the game? Yeah, it was, big taunt onto Shredded Wind. Can't self-cleanse if you're Rhaegar, unfortunately. And that's 2 for 0 for pre-workout power, as they're going to try to shove these sappers and take out this bottom fort. And even up the tower score, but we do have Lunara and Greymane working on this boss, as 4 more shots will go over into the pre-workout power's core.
And the Hawk is going to have to clear that up top.
Yep. You have 3 sappers walking top lane. I'm not sure. He should get there in time. They have the minions there to block it. But this is going to be... I'm pretty sure Maka has Z up. Objective is spawning. We have middle and bottom lane. Map score 28 to 24. Level 13s are online for both these teams. We do have Heavy going bottom lane to start channeling the objective here. Shredded Wind's going to channel. Can we get a yep? We get the pause from CPX. 4 shots go into here. We have Maka in the back line. Tongue's going to miss onto Barrett. And Central keeps it back up. Tongue once more on the Shredded again.
In the bunker?
In the bunker. Oh, backline. We have Hashmer in the backline. Taunt onto Barrett. They do not like Greymane in this game.
Maka's in trouble.
Maka's in trouble, but he is gonna go down.
Die. So is Lunara.
It's a 1 for 1 so far. Hashmer might go down here. Sleep. Can Vince land another stun? He's gonna go down. It's 2 for 1. Barrett is looking for revenge here as they continue to pick on him. Can he get a kill onto any problem? Yes. Will get traded out here. 3 for 3.
And Blaze.
And Blaze is gonna finish channel. Mundane Zebra does get the channel to go over. So 4 shots will go into both sides. With Anna capping bottom lane and Blaze capping mid.
You know,
Vince and Heavy are gonna go ahead and try to start the Sapper cam, but Mundane Zebra is not gonna let it go for free.
I think this is the fight I want to see right now. Just 2v2. Let them have an honorable fight.
A 2v2 honorable fight?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think they're interested in that though.
No. We do have Maka top lane working on that top tower as CCS puts some damage into their bottom tower. Get that back. It's going to take a while for Maka to get that cleared up if he doesn't have sappers to walk into those towers here. They do see Dahaka top lane, so they do know where Dahaka is. Let's see if we have an engage from CCS. We do have 4 coming down, and it's like Blaze is following.
Blaze hung a U-turn.
Blaze is going back mid.
Maybe.
They're going to want to clear out these sappers, not getting more shots into their bottom tower. Great game so far. 24 to 20 in map points. Objective is spawning in 30 seconds.
CCS is putting a little bit of work in that mid lane though. I'm hoping that maybe pays off.
Once more, another arrow miss. Vince is in trouble. Tongue misses. And with a dead Baron, this is going to be a tough defense if you are a fan of Workout Powah. Big damage onto Barrett, but Shredded Wind is keeping that Greymane alive.
That was a great ancestral.
Pull up the...
Blaze has got the top right.
Blaze does get top right. Mundane Zebra showing his prowess as an off-laner. As shots go in, 12 to 24, and there's 4 more shots available on the map. I mean, with Varian down, it's just it's tough to fight into this.
Doom to the grave.
You know, Danny, remember when I made the joke about the Mal'Ganis in the ults?
Oh, yeah?
Maybe I should have made the joke about how many Hanzo ults we're going to hit.
Maybe. Level advantage for CCS. If things keep going this way, they're going to have to hit 20s before pre-workout. I'm not sure if they're going to try to stall till 20 or look for a fight.
Sure.
We do have Vince setting up on this bottom sapper camp. I'm not sure if Hashburn wants to engage on this.
I think they need to get the blaze down quicker.
We have Hashburn on the point. Big arrow does land. Sleep goes out. Going to sleep. And we have to hawk a burrow. Tongue onto Shredded Wind. CPX is going to be okay. And all that and no deaths. Haunt onto Blaze. Hashburn in trouble. Is going to get away. Oh, but a counter kill onto Li Ming.
Danny, is it going to be the pentakill?
3, 4. Is CPX going down? That's going to be 5. And they're going to go around and kill towers.
Swift heroes.
And with the objective up, that's 8. Oh, wow. What's up? They're going to
Say the word.
They're going to cap the objective and start boss. That's GG.
Yep, that's game. What was the word that you forgot to use?
The bird? What word?
How many people are dead?
Oh, I'm sorry. Pentakill.
Thank you.
Fantastic game coming out from CCS.
Yeah. Shredded absolutely crushed it with those cleanses and ancestrals.
Did a great job there. Did a fantastic job. 3-1 in map score. CCS wins their second match of the series, going 2-0 so far in map score. But let's look at this match summary as it loads up. But overall, just really, really, really good showing by CCS tonight. Let me ask.
Yeah, very impressed.
But let's look at these this damage coming out. But I Shredded Wind 76,000 healing damage, and key purges coming out. We are going to get an interview from somebody from CCS. I'm not sure if it's going to be Zebra or somebody else. But we are going to get joined by somebody.
Oh, you can't ditch me like that, Danny.
I'm sorry. My apologies. We are joined by Mundane Zebra. And Zebra, I was making the joke that we had Panda in the lobby and Zebra in the lobby. It's like a furry fest. But congratulations. Really dominant, really dominant showing coming out from your team.
Calling me a furry. I cannot believe you.
Okay, can I be in here too, Zebra? I want to Panda.
Yes. What?
Yeah. You guys did a great job tonight. First off, I see Oxygen, Storm, Oxygen, and then we have Maka, who's probably as talented as CCL players I've seen. Your team with no CCL players was able to show what CCS is all about tonight. Congratulations!
Hell yeah!
How's it? I mean, you guys played 4 really strong games. Talk to me about CCS. I know that there's been different iterations of the Storm, of the highest division, highest team that CCS puts out. But Mundane, I know we've played each other for a couple seasons in different divisions. How did you end up on CCS this season?
They needed an offlaner.
That was the criteria.
Yeah, and I joined.
That's a story to tell your kids. Congratulations. But yeah, really good game tonight. don't really have any questions because we played like 2.5 hours of HOTS and my brain was just fried.
Dude, you think your brain is fried?
Well, I apologize. I apologize.
Shredded's brain is always fried.
my brain,
Imagine that.
my brain's always fried.
But let's talk about the game I want to talk about is let's talk about Towers of Doom. They let you have Rhaegar twice shredded, and you came out with some clutch purges to get rid of the Dahaka tongues a couple times and turn those fights, and you landed pretty good ancestral healings onto Greymane. They were looking for Barrett every single fight, it looks like, and you were able to keep him up. Did that draft? I mean, when I looked at the draft and Hashmer picked out Mal'Ganis, I was kind of having some doubts if Mal'Ganis was going to be all that impactful, but obviously Hashmer is a really good tank and turned it around for you. Showed us how Mal'Ganis should be played. But tell me about Towers of Doom.
Yeah. So honestly, we didn't like that map. We don't really like that map. But,
Wait, didn't you pick that map? You picked that map.
We picked that map. Yeah.
It's because we think of this team as like big Tracer players, and I think Tracer is like actually busted on that map.
Yeah, you can slow rotations.
Yeah.
So we didn't. We were like scared of giving them Tracer.
Yeah.
Which is why we didn't want to go to Towers.
Yeah. But I mean, talking about the Rhaegar, like we're just really confident on it. Like Shredded is a super sick Rhaegar.
Well, Shredded is a super sick healer overall. I don't. Not necessarily the Rhaegar. He's just a good player. But
debatable.
After the nerfs to Rhaegar last week or week before, I mean, is Rhaegar still busted?
I thought he was gutted. I don't think. I mean, obviously he's not as busted as he was. I still think he's a very good pick. I don't think we necessarily first picked him both games because we're like, holy shit, he's busted. Mm-hmm. I think we first picked him both games because we didn't have any better options. And I mean, I think he's still very, very competitive, and I think he's like, you know, the top 50% of healers, maybe even like the top 25% of healers, but I don't think he's like, you know, holy shit tier anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like, and which is more than what I thought. Like I thought he was going to be like absolutely gutted with all the totem nerfs, but I guess totem build was just that OP is that you can nerf it hard and it's still good. So
yeah.
Really, the main thing is like honestly, the main things with Rhaegar now are tidal waves and the Earthbind. And the double ancestral, like 13, 16, and 20 are just his huge talents now, instead of necessarily the
level
13, 16, 20, and level 1. Yeah.
Now
level 1 is
level 1. Yeah. So I think with the power spike net Rhaegar now, what starts at 7?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, his totem's good at level 7, but really, like, tidal waves because his healing numbers got nerfed. Like his Q now costs so much mana; it costs 60 mana. And I feel like I'm always spamming it, and I feel like I'm draining my mana. So tidal waves at 20, or sorry, tidal waves at 13 reduces it by 20 mana, to 40 instead of 60, and that like really helps him with his mana. And the CDR is really sick. Yeah, tidal waves is just the best 13, no doubt about it. And then the Earthbind is busted. It's so good. And like the fact that didn't get nerfed, like I wouldn't have been surprised if it got nerfed to like a 60% slow or something. The fact that it's still a 90% slow and it dismounts, it's like really busted.
Pretty crazy.
So
Zebra, on game 1, as you were playing Dahaka, I'm not sure if you knew this, you had like 38,000 XP soaked for your team. And
did I?
I think you were ahead by everyone by like 20,000 XP. So, and, I mean, there are a couple objectives where I don't think you even burrowed into the objective. You sort of just gave it over to pre-workout, but you had so much XP. You kept your team in the game for so long. Was anyone yelling at you to burrow in, or were you just like chilling in the bottom lane by yourself, just getting globes against CPX?
I mean, I kind of dictate when I burrow in. I don't let my team tell me.
You don't listen to anybody?
I was gonna say like Zebra's pretty confident in knowing like what's a good time to burrow in and not. So he just usually says I'm burrowing, and then we're like, oh, all right.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
So-
I think the first 2 or 3 objectives went over to pre-workout while you were soaking, and you were soaking and getting waves pushed in with hard camps or easy camps and getting structure damage. But we turned it around and you guys took that game. But you guys have been playing hot for the last 2.5 hours, so you guys are busted. Any shout outs for your team? Any questions from you, Panda?
I've got about 3 pages of questions if we've got like 30 minutes.
Isn't it past your bedtime? Jesus Christ.
You know what? I took a Viagra, so I'm good.
Viagra.
baby.
Okay. All right.
They don't
Is
give
that
us
where the
Adderall here at
sex,
the moment.
sex panda comes from?
True. You get 2 questions, Panda, and then you can DM me the rest.
Oh shit!
Fair enough.
Reddit's
All
a
right.
busy man.
In
I am
game
a busy
2,
man.
in game
Okay.
2, did you regret at any moment not having Silence and Tomb?
No.
That is exactly what I wanted to hear. I'm going to quote you on that, and I'll use that anytime Shredded yells at me.
What? Wait, I say that 20 talent is good. I tell you that 20 talent is good, man.
It's I mean, I don't know if you guys watched any of the later CCL series, but Diablo Johanna became a pretty popular duo,
Combo, yeah.
and Leoric was kind of the counter to that, and then you would go that level 20 so you could just hard carry, but wasn't quite enough in that game.
I mean, it almost was. That last team fight was pretty close.
It was close, and
Yeah.
I got to tell you what, when you had that up and you had the drain on Diablo, you ate, I think, his entire lightning breath.
Yep.
And you were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of
much.
funny. I was literally just Wing his face, and he was lightning breathing me, and we were just staring at each other menacingly.
Yeah, no, that was literally the only question I have. I can totally rest my case now.
I thought you said 30
All
pages.
right.
Well,
lied.
obviously he lies. So
Yeah,
you guys
I'll
beat
boil down.
who last week 3-1, and you guys took down pre-workout power this week 3-1.
Who Megalo?
Who are you worried about
Ooh.
in Storm Div?
I mean, obviously the actual 2 CCL teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Diamond Hands and the Wild Heart. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
let me look at the division real quick.
I
Well, we
bet-
lost
I-
$1 million JPEG, so like we're not like taking them for granted. Like we know they're gonna be a tough opponent.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it's really just ACA and Wildheart,
That's fair.
not Omega.
Wait, well, Omega can turn it around. I mean, I was watching their HRCS stuff, and they got some wins.
Yeah. I mean, I think and like not to flame, but I think if they have funds instead of their current tank player, I think they're a much bigger threat mostly because funds, I imagine, not 100% sure, but I imagine funds does like a lot of the shot calling for them.
I don't know who does the shot calling, but Funds is an extremely aggressive tank.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I've just seen their streams and it mostly seemed like Fun's talking.
Okay.
So I don't know if they just have like a gap now that he doesn't play with them, but yeah.
All right. Well, that's fair. Well, hey boys, any shout outs to make to your CCS family?
No.
No. All right. Screw those guys.
I was just gonna say shout out to my whole team. Shout out to NGS for putting this on. Shout out to CCS for being a good org for us. And shout out to you guys for casting.
Awesome. Well, guys, congratulations tonight, and we will keep watching CCS as they march towards domination in Storm Division.
Thanks,
for
man.
you guys.
Hey, good luck.
Take care.
Good luck. Congrats, guys.
Zebra, it's almost 9 o'clock, so you better get to bed.
All right, Susie.
All right. All right, guys. This is Danny and Panda casting off. You guys have a good night, and be safe and be healthy.
Come tuck Papa in.
Tuck him in.
No, I'm talking to you.
I'll be right over.